You. Capture, clarify, organize, reflect, engage. Getting things done, the art of stress-free productivity. This system, while it does take time for you to dedicate yourself to, takes discipline to follow it. It doesn't take a whole heck of a lot to get going on. So by going through each of the 5 steps now, we're going to better understand what the GTD system is about, which leads us to the first of the 5 steps. Capture all your tasks, all your ideas, reminders, and more using them. Collection tools. So as we all know, our days are constantly under attack by different competing priorities, different emails, text messages, people walking in on you, all in the office. Capture process is absolutely critical in its initial. That is, hey, anything that has your attention, anything that is potentially relevant, it's the idea, oh, I might want to, lotion, I should, oh, I got it, or whatever that you need to capture, and anything that has your attention that you might need to decide or do something about. And that means little things, big things, personal things, professional things. Most people only want to make a to-do list of the most important things and not realizing that if you don't give appropriate attention to the cat food you need, cat food will take up more of your psychic bandwidth than it should. So you need to be equally accountable to yourself to capture the little things, the big things, to any things. And this is not organized. A lot of people make the mistake, most people make the mistake of thinking in order to capture it, I have to organize. No, you don't just write it down, just like taking meeting notes. If you're ever in a lecture or you're ever in a meeting, you're just taking notes. That's the capture process. So the big takeaway there is, don't let it sit in your brain, whether it's you know I got to do the laundry, grab cat food, dog food, you know I got to finish this report, I got a big presentation on Friday. It doesn't matter what it is, get it out of your brain and get it on paper. That's step 1. Capture. So step 2, now clarify. So empty all your collection tools weekly. So now that we have collection tools in place, again, whatever it is, pen and paper, you got a notepad on your desk, or you have something on your phone or so. We have our list, we have to empty it off. So what do we do in the clarify stage? Well, the clarify stage, or what's the thinking I need to apply and the decisions I need to make about what the nature of this email is, the nature of these meeting, that's the nature of this note I jotted down last night that I can barely even read, but it might have been important. What is that? The first thing is it an actionable item? Is it something that you have any commitment to actually move on or do something about? And there are 3 types of things you don't want, is just trash that. There's like, no, that's a dumb idea, or I don't need that email, or now that I've seen it I don't need it. And then you have stuff that I just need to keep. There's no action on it, and that's reference material. And then you have stuff that you might want to move on, but not right now, and that's the on hold, incubate category. And then if it's said, oh, no, there is an action I need to take about this, then a real critical decision, as you probably know as well. What's the very next action? If it is actionable, what does it actually look like? And where does it happen? And what's the next step you would need to take to get closure or clarity or finality on whatever this thing is about? An email descended, that a conversation to have with somebody is something to buy at the store. What's the very next physical, visible action? So that needs to be decided about anything that is actionable. I think you have the option of either doing the action once you figure out what the action is, you can do it in less than 2 minutes. You should do it right then. If it takes longer than 2 minutes to do it, don't do it right. Then ask yourself, are you the right person to do it? And if not, hand it off to whomever it is that's a delegate you no function. And then one other thing you need to answer is, will one action finish whatever this commitment is? If not, you've got a project, even a very small project, but then you've got 2 things to really clarify about actionable things, actions and outcomes. What's my desired finish line on this? And what's my very next action if you've made that decision? And then move to step 3, where you park these things in trusted places then that will get this stuff off your mind. You know, also that's how you empty your investments. You can Hear that there's a system in place here. There's a reason to do things a certain way. There's a way to be more productive. And as you listen to that golden nugget, there in David's going through how to organize your tasks, you can really see how this system can now organize your day. Look and make and organize all the stuff that you've captured throughout your day and help you become a little bit more productive by understanding what the competing priorities are and how important something is. Should I touch it now? Should I leave it till later? This is something that's so big that's gonna take me longer than 2 minutes. I need to set up a project for this. Is all a part of understanding the system and all a part of making you more productive. So now that we have emptied all of our collection tools, we need to put them in the right places, and now this is truly where the magic happens and where the GTD method comes in. So David helped us understand the organized stage well. Organized, it says, once you decide what this thing actually is it reference? Isn't trash? Is it an on hold? You know, or what this next action is and I can't do the action right now. Where do you park those? Well, you want to park those where you see them at the right time and place. So once you've decided what these things are, you can't do them right then. You need to park reminders in place that you trust you'll see. And so I trust if I go out for arrows, I'm going to look at this list of these 9 things that I need to do. I may not go do them all, but at least I'm not missing any, and you know that's basically it. So it's no big mystery. You don't need a real complex system. You do need a system that will let you put things in the appropriate categories. So it's not a big mystery here. You do need a project list. You know, I've got a list of 25, 30, 35 projects right now that I have that all in one list, and then all the next actions about all these projects, as well as any single actions, are listed in several lists that I've just over the years discovered work for me. I'll list some stuff to do. It's a computer stuff to do at home, errands to room, stuff to talk to people about, and stuff I'm waiting for to come back from other people. And so you don't need very many, but it is nice once you sort of clarified what the work is, what these actions are, and what the projects are, that you park those things in appropriate spaces. That's some part of you trust you'll see it's the right time. You're dealing with a whole bunch of different tasks. You have a number of emails you need to respond to. You have a couple projects on the go. You have a couple meetings coming up in the next little while that you have to book. How would you then organize all those tasks as part of the GTD system? Over the years, you know what was popular about GTD was the idea of creating reminders by context, not some big amorphous list of things that combines errands to run and stuff to buy at the store, as well as, you know, things to talk to your spouse about if you try to put all that on one list or blow fuse. So given how many actions people have, you know, creating some sort of a subset of categories, you see the right things at the right time. You know that's really all you need, and it doesn't have to be very complex. It needs to be as complex as it does, given how complex your life is. Step 4, which is reflect, reviewing your system frequently. So if you have a good, you know, compact and intact external brain system, then revealing that regularly is the one that's gonna sort of hardwired your intuitive intelligence to be making good judgment calls, you know, moment to moment. But you don't have time to think. You need to have already thought. You need to have already sat down and looked at all this stuff, because the world's going to come at us so fast, so quick, so whatever you don't have time to think, you need to have already sort of hardwired internally your priorities and kind of what's going on, and seeing your world engaged, selecting what you should do based on situation and priorities. So in this final stage, things actually get done, and you use the 4 criteria that we should consider to help us in selecting what needs to get done. Well, the best practice of this at this stage is to do all the force for best practices. You alluded to that. Make sure you've captured, clarified, organized, and reviewed everything at that point. Your decision about what you do is going to come from a much more trusted place. And here's a big secret, Ryan, and I'll share with you. Getting things done is not so much about getting things done. It's about being appropriately engaged with your life and your work so that you're totally present with whatever you're doing that happens to be the most productive statement. Hit a golf ball from a fire somebody from its when. You're present when you're totally present, so the whole idea of engage is to engage in a trusted way. Where do you put your attention? Where do you put your activity right now? Because that's the end result of anything, any of all this self-management stuff is to feel comfortable and confident. Ryan, that you and I talking to each other right now is exactly what we need to do given all the other options we have on the planet now. There are several factors that go into prioritize. The first of all, what can you do where you are if your phone's dead because you got no batteries, you can't make any calls. So I don't care how important the call is, you might want to go charge your phone and go borrow somebody else's, but you can't do it if you can't do it. So the first limitation is where are you? The second one is how much time do you add? You have a commitment in 10 minutes to be somewhere you don't want to pick. Something's gonna take you 20 minutes to do. I don't care how important it is, like a 10-minute thing. And then how much energy do you have? Are you fresh? Are you toast? Do I do stuff I've already figured out I should do? Do I do stuff that's new, that's coming at me right now, that may be more or less important than whatever I thought I should be doing, and I need to handle that right now? Or do I need to spend time actually doing the GTD process and clarifying the new incoming stuff? So now I've got a good inventory. So the threefold nature of work: doing defined work, doing work that's undefined and unplanned as it comes at you, or defining your work, which takes at least an hour a day for typical professional. Could just this stay current with incoming email and notes and ideas and thoughts and all that stuff, just to keep your external brain current and keep it present and to keep it up to date. Then all of those factors come in, and then you have all the 6 horizons of commitments you've got. Why are you on the planet? What's your vision of success 5 years or not? What do you need to accomplish in the next 24 months to make that happen? And by the way, what are the things you need to maintain to make sure you've got a healthy body and a healthy enterprise? And by the way, what are all the projects you need to finish? About all that. And by the way, what are all the actions that you need to think about? All that. Those are my 6 horizons. I really identified that we have all these levels of commitment, so it's pretty mostly a much more complex life, and they really realize that's the point right there that I want people to take away. I don't want you to be intimidated by this. This is not something scintillating, so this is very easy to put into place. And again, it's all about freedom, and it's not about gaining more time. You don't have more time, everyone, from you to meet whoever. Mark Cuban, Elon Musk, we all have the same amount of time, but it's creating room in your day to get more accomplished. You